My life in words. Russell was born in 1974 and is really old now. Keep going. There's not much else I want to say about my life because it's just my life, I suppose. Anyway. 32%.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 2024 Volkswagen Bega Open Final. The first final was the men's final. It's been refereed by the World Squash Federation international referee Russell Weatherburn, who's also our tournament referee. And our first on court, we're introducing Matthew Lai, ranked 93 in the world from Hong Kong, China. And his opponent today, ranked 116 in the world, Nazir Iqbal from Pakistan. Good luck.
Hello, we're live here for the Volkswagen Bega Open 2024 final between Nasir Iqbal and Matthew Lai. I'm John Meehan from Scotland, and I'm joined here by
Erisa Sano Herring from Canada, but representing Japan. And yeah, so we have the first men's finals happening. The first finals again. Wait, well you already said Nasir Iqbal and Matthew Lai.
So good it had to be said twice.
Yes.
So Brooke,
Yes.
are you excited for this match?
I am really excited for this
Half
first
time?
match. What are your predictions?
You know, I'm going to probably be a bit harsh on Matthew here, as I've not seen him play as much as Nasir, but I've seen Nasir play in Devonport in the 9K event in Tasmania last month, and he came out victorious there, looked very steady.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've barely seen him. He barely looks to get tired at any point, and it'll be interesting to see if Matthew can do that to him. But if not, I'm going with a 3-2 win for Nasir.
Okay.
What about yourself?
I haven't watched much of these two men play, but I think Nasir has had less time on court. He's just been able to wrap up his matches faster, I believe. I think he won most of his matches 3-low.
Yeah.
Except maybe Tomo might have been able to get a game in the round of 16.
I think he dropped a game to Robin in
Oh,
the
Robin.
semi-finals.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But
Yes.
despite that, I think some of the other games were a bit shorter, so I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
His time on court's been fairly short, so I think he'll be feeling pretty fresh. He seems to enjoy the courts out here in Australia, so based on his success in the past couple tournaments, so yeah, I'll be feeling good.
Yeah, I think the favors and Nasir for this match. But you never know. You never know. Maybe Matthew
we're
like
doing
comes
Matthew
up.
down here.
Yeah,
I think
know.
he's a top player in his own right.
Yeah. But I feel like he's had some tougher like matches coming up. I know he had a close one with Brian yesterday.
Yeah.
Brian yesterday. And then I forget who did he play Reese? No, Robin played Reese.
Yeah, so Matthew came through a tough game in the quarterfinals against one of the local, in inverted commas, players, Brendan McDonald.
Oh yeah, that was a close match.
Yeah, Brendan's playing really well at the moment. He'll have been happy to get through to the quarterfinals.
How long was that match?
Time.
That was 47 minutes for 4 games, so
Okay.
a bit of a mammoth first game, 17-15.
Yeah.
And then he seemed to assert himself a bit more.
Yeah, so looking at the match times here, where's Nasir? Nasir, actually, so he did have a long match in the round of 16 against Melville from France.
Yep.
That was 54 minutes, but then since then, it hasn't been too long. While I feel like Matthew has had a pretty steady 40-something minutes each match.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Play will start in 30
What about yourself,
seconds.
Brooke? How have you found playing out here in Bega this week?
Oh, I loved it. But unfortunately, I've been injured before this tournament started. So my coach told me
Play
I'm
will
not allowed
start
to
in
hit the ball
15
hard
seconds.
because I got tendinitis in my left wrist. So, he doesn't want me to make it worse, especially because my season isn't done yet. I have 2 more tournaments in a few weeks'
Volkswagen
time
Bega Open
before
2024
my
men's
tournament
final
ends.
What
match.
was one?
Season.
Matthew
I have a
Lay of
15K
Hong Kong,
in
China
Malaysia
to
and
serve.
then 12K in Malaysia. the
Nasir
following
Iqbal
week.
of
Yeah, brilliant.
Pakistan
Yeah,
to
so
receive.
they're big events.
Best
Yep.
of
But
5
yeah,
games.
you don't want to make an injury
Level.
worse than it
Exactly.
already is.
Exactly.
But I'm really happy I made it to the semifinals, which was great.
Yeah. Great. We're up and running.
Yeah. What do you think the scores will be? What do you think the game scores will be? What are your predictions?
I think what we'll see here, well, might be proven
Doesn't
wrong
it?
here.
One
Doesn't
I
it?
love.
think we'll see both players trying to slightly play their way into the match. We find the first game is just so crucial, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that they're definitely going to try to play the first game well.
Yeah. So I think with that in mind, I think we're going to see a tight first game.
Yeah.
My prediction is 2 points in it either way.
Yeah.
Handouts. 1-all.
Nice kill right there from Iqbal. I think the match might be 3-1 for my
Longer matches, he never looks too tired. I
Yeah,
think
and
that's-
he's never rushed or anything either,
Exactly.
which is, he stays calm even under pressure, which is crucial as a squash player, just as an athlete in general.
Exactly. I think you can see that come through in his shot play as well. He doesn't snatch the ball, he just hits through the ball.
Yeah. I feel like Lai's doing pretty well right now, just trying to stay relaxed, I feel, on the game.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's trying to rush anything.
Get up.
That was a nice drop. Nice and short.
I think that was more the rally we were expecting
Hand
here in the
outs.
first game, isn't it?
2,
A bit more
1.
slightly longer rallies.
Yeah.
They suss each other with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're going to see that go this.
Ooh, that was a nice little.
Lovely finish.
3,
quick kill right
1.
there. Just took the opportunity. Just get it in a quick point. Maybe Nasir's just slightly a little too relaxed right now,
Yeah.
possibly.
It's working against him.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's.
Yes, let.
3,
Agree with that
1.
call. He's pretty quick to get out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And the ball is still high. So Lai can get a full swing on it anyways, even if you wanted to, until it cools down a bit. Matthew's just winning so many points on the
4,
forehand
1.
Yep.
kill and the backhand drop.
Yeah, I think past couple points. Prior to that, Iqbal was just
Hand
left
outs.
a couple balls short, and maybe
Yeah.
2,
maybe
4.
against lesser players down the right, you might get away with that. Lies the top one player. You just can't. You can't leave the ball there, can you?
Yeah,
Against people of that
exactly.
quality.
And also with like ping pong players, they'll take any opportunity they can to go short
Yeah.
and or to just attack the ball. So anything that's slightly loose, they're gonna jump on that right away.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Iqbal's length right now is not quite tight enough. It's a little bit loose and a little short. Lai is getting his drives a little bit further back, I think, which is why he's getting just a bit more opportunities at
Yeah.
the front so far. So.
Good rally from both players.
Yeah, Iqbal's length is just so short right now for the most part. And Lai's making sure, I guess, that he gets his shots all the way to the back. Ooh. That's a nice drop on the back. It's quite a long rally.
Yeah. I think it's the good thing with squash is every point can be so important.
Oh, he slotted another
Oh,
one.
that's unbelievable. Even in there at 4-2, that's a big point, I think. just
Hand
to
outs.
bridge that gap.
5,
a little bit of
2.
momentum,
Yeah,
and vice versa for Iqbal. He wants to pull it back to within 1 point.
yeah. So yeah, Lai's in the lead by 3 points right now, 5-2, and hopefully he can keep that lead. Oh, that was
Ooh.
tough. That was tight.
Hand outs.
Tight drop.
3,
The one
5.
before.
Yep.
So Lai just did whatever he could to get his racket on the ball and coughed up a loose one. Iqbal just put it away. It's just so important at this level to just keep your shots consistently tight.
Yeah.
Because anything loose at
Yeah.
this level, anyone will be able to easily put it away. We're all like pretty good at that, so.
No let.
The ball was past him.
No.
If
no
you
let.
looked at where like the ball landed, it was actually a
Yeah.
lot
Outs.
deeper. He just thought it was going to be shorter.
5, 6,
Yeah, I
3.
think that was a smart shot there from Lai.
Yeah.
He-
Instead of doing the volley drop. Nice shot.
yeah, exactly. I think he just held it a little bit longer
Hand outs.
to drag
4,
Nasir in
6.
front of him, and then just pushes it
Yeah.
just beyond him to just maybe.
Exactly. So then, yeah, Iqbal ended up taking the wrong line. 'Cause he was already going forward, and the ball was going back. I feel like the intensity might have gone up just a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think that's a conscious decision from Iqbal? He's not happy with.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was from that call, and then he just put
5,
just a little bit more
6.
zip to the ball.
Yeah.
In his shots.
And it's paying off here. He's pulled it back to within 1 point.
Yeah.
That's a crucial stage in the first game.
Yeah, maybe that call just like woke him up. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm not playing nice anymore.
Yeah. Just that extra bit of pace in each shot. Now you see the
Yeah,
ball's getting through the court there.
Exactly. Yeah, it's going all the way to the back now.
Out.
And I feel just the bit of pace
Head
that
outs,
he's added
6
to his shots has made Lai have to go just slightly further back, just maybe half a step further back, or
Yeah.
his momentum's just like going a bit more to the back of the court now.
Yeah.
So he's not able to hit, quite as of a clean shot
Exactly.
before.
Is that
But
different?
he'll probably adjust soon.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
It's just that difference, isn't it? That slight less time at the ball means you don't have the time to set up. And I think that's what Iqbal managed to do here really well.
Yeah.
Just rush, lie.
Yeah.
That little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, rushing him without tiring himself out too much.
Yeah.
Like he's able to afford that energy. Because there's something, about you can't just go into a match and just hit the ball hard and you get tired after the first game.
Yeah, we've all
Like,
been there. Hey?
Yeah, exactly.
I think particularly in not that I've been in a 12K final or any
Uh-huh.
PSA, but even SAS Light finals or big matches where you're super hyped up for, you can
Yeah.
quite often just
Yeah.
go in and be.
Yeah,
you
well,
want to take the game to them and you just burn yourself out more than you burn your
exactly. Well,
opponent
that
out.
would happen in juniors, and it happens at like even the club tournaments, like anything really. You're like, oh, I gotta take this person by force,
Yeah.
and then you just end up getting tired. Before
7-6.
Exactly.
match like is even halfway through.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, okay, gotta try something else now.
Yeah, exactly that. And often I find, especially when you're younger, as you say, it's at the end of the match, you'd settle into it, and then you play your best squash, and
Yeah.
it's almost, for these players, it's about, and they're good at it clearly, but it's just about, from point one, they want to be playing that right game plan,
Yeah.
which I think they're doing.
Yeah.
It's been a good quality
8,
first game so
6.
Well, Lai hasn't gone to a point in the last 5.
far. Yeah, I think they had a 6-3.
What's it? Yeah.
9-6.
I think definitely that pace
Yeah.
threw Lai off quite a bit.
Hey, maybe it was a tactic from Iqbal. It says, I'm going to go a bit
I think
soft
maybe
at
he
the
just
start.
had a. I think he just has like a slightly slower start.
Yeah. Nice.
How did the matches
10-6,
that he's
game ball.
dropped, or the games that he's dropped?
So he dropped the second game against
Robin.
Godola
Yeah, and then
and the third against Melville. So he's been a
Okay,
fast
so,
starter in
yeah.
this tournament so far.
okay, maybe it's the
Ball's
first
good.
few points. I wasn't
I saw the
watching.
ball good, but
I was looking
player let. Thank
at
you.
the draw.
It's a lovely bit of fair play there from Lai.
Yeah,
He's not called his own ball down. He said, I'm not sure.
yeah.
10-6, game ball.
He's willing to play a let, which is a lovely
Good
bit of sportsmanship from
Yeah,
him.
we love to see good sportsmanship.
Would you
And
ever
you-
catch yourself doing that, Brooke?
Yeah, I think so. Because, I don't know, I don't want to, like, win by cheating.
11-6.
I don't know, it's just-
Game to Iqbal.
Just doesn't feel
Iqbal
good.
leads 1 game to love.
That's first game to Iqbal. So he really recovered from a slow start
Oh,
there.
they made a mistake with the towel boxes.
Oh, they're all mixed up.
They're not sure who used which one.
That's the danger of having both white towels, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can get them confused.
Yeah.
Personally, I like to go for. I've got a little microfiber towel out with me. It's
Yeah.
pink, so,
yeah. So no one else is gonna have
I
that
think
one.
there's a little chance of it getting confused with my opponents.
Yeah. So 11 minutes long, first game. Iqbal had a slow start, and then Matthew was looking pretty good until, he reached 6 points, and then from there, Iqbal raised the pace just a little bit,
Yep.
and then that started to put Lai on his back foot, and yeah, his shot quality just wasn't quite as tight as the first
Play
half.
will resume in
and
60
Iqbal was able to win
seconds.
the next. How many? That's
That's a lot of points, I'll tell you that. By my
7
count, it's 7,
points?
yeah.
no 8. It's 8 points. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, maybe it's 7. Oh wait, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, it is 8 points.
Nice.
I didn't have to count on my fingers.
Play will resume in
For
30
that.
seconds.
So, Brooke, you're a graduate from university. What did you do at university? Was it maths based on that, or was it something else?
Oh yeah, no, I got a actually I got a master's in math.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I
So
can tell.
my math skills are
15 seconds.
Yeah.
they're at the top.
Was it just in the masters bit that they added in that finger counting, or was that at the undergraduate level?
That was in the master's
Oh,
level.
okay,
They're
nice.
like, you know how when in high school they like prepare you
Iqbal
for university,
leads.
they're like,
One
you
game
gotta
to
do all
love.
this stuff, and then when you get to
Love
university,
all.
they're like, yeah, you could just go back to basics. Like, I don't know what they were doing. You know, that's exactly what they do for undergrad and masters.
Yeah, nice.
All jokes aside, though, I did get a degree in environmental science,
Lovely.
and the math portions weren't exactly my favorite stuff. I like memorizing stuff more than doing equations.
One love.
but, yeah. So I did. Yeah. Finger counting. I guess we learned that in preschool.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's a.
Ooh, lovely shot. We'll divert from
Holy
your
night.
2 love.
career for now, but can come back to the squash.
Yeah.
Iqbal's racing to two love.
I know.
He's really
He's fired up.
fired up. Everything that he's hitting seems to be coming off at the moment.
Yeah.
Stroke to Iqbal.
The thing is, even though that shot was loose, he
3
just hit it
love.
with enough pace that I guess Lai just can get the right angle on the ball,
Yeah, I think it's just
and then
he's
just
rushed, isn't he? And
yeah.
even shots that would normally be quite easy for him, you've just got so little time become suddenly quite the challenge.
Ooh, that's a nice shot from Lai. 2 nice shots in a row.
Handouts. 1 3.
What do you think Lai needs to change here to stem the tide that Iqbal's got at the moment?
I'm not really sure. That was a nice
Yes.
straight nick.
Handouts. 4 1.
Yeah, I was trying to think of what, if I was Lai's coach, what would I tell him? I think I would tell him.
Not up.
I think maybe I would tell him, like, first thing is to
5 1.
take half a step back for hitting, like, just over exaggerate your step back.
Yeah.
So that, because now that the ball is slightly faster, the ball is going to the back faster. So it's just, you know,
6
just instead
1.
of moving the same way that you were before,
Yeah.
you just want to assume that the ball is just going to come back slightly further now. Because it's always
7
easier to
1.
move forward than it is to move back.
Yeah.
And, you know, if Lai moves back, just automatically steps back a little bit faster, then I think he'll be able to hit a slightly better ball. Because it's not like his shot selection is bad. or anything.
Yeah.
His shot selection is good.
8
so
1.
he needs to get just a little bit better.
And seemingly at the moment, Iqbal can't miss. He's just hit an outrageous backhand volley into the net.
Yeah.
I think here, however he can do it, he just needs to keep it off his volley. Because at the moment, Iqbal just seems to have so much confidence.
Yeah.
He's built up a bit of a lead.
Yeah. just a little bit of a lead.
Exactly. So it just means he can maybe even take on those slightly higher risk shots
Yeah.
because he's got that gap.
Yeah.
And it's not even high risk for him because he's
No.
hitting everything at the moment.
Exactly.
So I think Lai
Yeah,
just-
Lai just needs to tighten up his game a lot more.
Down.
Like the crosses have to be wider and the straights have to be tighter.
9
or
1.
straighter.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, any shot, just having a fest out there, just putting it up to the front.
10 1. Game ball.
Come on, game ball. That was a huge difference from the first game.
Yeah.
What would you say to Lai if you were coaching him?
I think, as you said, it's all about he needs to get his length through the court. I mean, that's an
11
error
1.
at the end,
Yeah.
but I think
Game
that's
to
okay, 'cause
Iqbal.
He's already 10-1 down.
Iqbal leads
I
2
don't think
games
that's
to
why he's
love.
lost the game necessarily because of his errors. I think
Yeah.
he's just put too much on Iqbal's volley.
Yeah.
So I think for me, my first point would just be hit that back wall. Like,
Yeah.
even if you have to put a little bit more in your length to get it there, so it's
Yeah.
bouncing a bit deeper.
Is that just like a little bit more height or a bit more power, or like how's he gonna do that?
Yeah, I think a bit of variety is
Okay.
important, but I think a good starting point is always using that height, isn't it?
Yeah,
It just
definitely.
allows you, especially because we've seen him here, to our mind, looks a little bit more rust in some of his shots. So if he can use that height suddenly,
Yeah.
the time that ball's in the air, that's time for him to get back in the tee, isn't it?
Yeah.
And especially if you can lift it up to his backhand, you tend to see players up high in their backhand maybe struggle a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, players of this quality, I'm sure they're still pretty confident, but like
Yeah.
compared to having it more at the sort of shoulder height, he's going to struggle to hit winners from up high, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then so if he can just do that, I think that's a good starting point. And then he's just got to push in front, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's all about who can get on that tee, get on the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Play will resume in
Interesting
60
here, we're seeing
seconds.
Iqbal getting some treatment by the looks of things.
Yeah. Well, because he is coming back from an injury.
Yep.
I forget what kind of injury it was.
Yeah, well, I think he's struggled a little bit with his ankle since he's been out here in Australia.
Was it Achilles or?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Okay. Yeah, so the second
Play
game
will
was
resume in
only
30
5 minutes long.
seconds.
He was able to chop that up real quick.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure Lai will be extremely. Maybe it's the wrong phrase, but he'll be fired up.
Yeah.
But he'll be desperate to get back into this match.
15 seconds.
I'm
This is his
looking
last chance, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Lai comes out with a response. Like, I want to see how he responds to that pressure that he was put under in the second game.
Yeah. I think from a
Iqbal
neutral point of view,
leads.
I certainly
2
am
games to
going
love.
with you, but we want to see more
Level.
good squash, don't we? We've got 2 top players here, so
Yeah.
it'd be nice to see Lai.
You wanted to go to 5?
Always. I think mainly just because that was my prediction.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think we want to see more squash. It'd be nice if Lai can find his way back into this game.
Yeah. Lai has to get that just slightly further back. That drive was where the rally started to fall apart for him. So yeah, on that
1
shot, he could have just
love.
hit it like just slightly higher. You know, same pace is fine, just slightly higher, just like gets on the back.
Exactly. I think so.
Yeah, right now he's just feeding Iqbal just all around the tee. Iqbal's not having to move too much. He's really just taking one step away from the tee every time. Oh, that was a nice shot. Oh, that was a good. But yeah, Iqbal really has Lai stretched in a lot of the shots.
Yeah. Even at this early stage in the game, I think that's a big
Handouts.
point for Lai. I
Yeah.
mean,
2,
That's
I think so
get-
too.
1. Sorry, 1
that's
all.
the same amount of points he got in the last game, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think
So he's
just
doing pretty good so far.
Yeah.
He's at least matched his last game. Oh.
but I think at times when your opponent's just seemingly hitting every shot and it's coming off,
Yeah.
just getting one error from your opponent can remind them that they're human, and it just gives you that little bit
Yeah.
of confidence. I think.
exactly.
2, 1.
Well, I should have kept that in. I have a feeling possibly, maybe because the second game was so short and, you know, Iqbal just dominated so easily that maybe he'll step off the gas just a little bit.
Yeah,
So maybe Lai could get in a couple more points.
yeah.
Maybe try to get a bit of, like, possibly a head start or something. We'll see. But,
Yeah.
I mean, right now he's just down by 1 point. But that was just my thought from Iqbal going short so much, even when he was like slightly out of position. I mean, it was still in until the very last shot. But he wasn't doing that in the last game. He was,
Yeah.
you know, still hitting some deep. But yeah, like
Down.
this rally has been a lot better actually. They were both, you know, using all 4 corners of the court.
Yeah, and
3,
we actually saw
1.
Lai use height there a couple of times, just a cross-court lob to the backhand,
Yeah,
and we still saw Iqbal shoot, but I think that created a little bit of space at the front,
yeah,
and then there was an
Is
error
it-
in the rally which Lai will be disappointed with, but
Yeah.
I think that's a bit of a blueprint for how you might want to construct his rallies a bit more.
exactly. Yeah, he was getting Iqbal on the back foot just a little bit.
4,
Had him
1.
stretched out for the first time this game.
But I think you can talk about tactics all you want, but I think it's a couple of errors in the last 2 points here, just in the counters.
Yeah,
Is that another one?
I think that's down.
Yeah, so it's just you can't-
5,
If you're
1.
putting the ball in the 10,
Yeah,
you've not got much chance.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that would have been 2 tens in a row now.
Yeah.
That's why he's trying to get the ball to the back.
Oh, it's just
Yeah.
unstoppable play from Iqbal. We can talk all day about how Bly might want
Right.
to change his tactics, but
6,
he's just
1.
not missing his quality
Yeah.
shots to the front.
Yeah.
Sometimes people talk about putting the drops in nice and tight, hit the floorboards into the
Yeah.
side wall, but he's just hitting the neck on every shot.
7,
Yeah.
It
1.
just means the ball's landing so short.
Yeah. And Lies definitely, you can see his frustration with,
Yeah.
like, I guess it's not clear, but it's just how much faster he is going to the front compared to the first game. Just rushed. He's starting to rush a
Strokes
little
away.
bit.
Yeah. Well,
He feels the pressure.
And outs.
that's an important point there. If he's going to have any
2-7.
chance of coming back here.
2-7, 5 point.
Have you ever,
Iqbal's up at a 5 point lead.
have you ever made a big comeback from a position like this, Brooke?
Yeah, I
And
have.
outs.
Not
8,
recently,
2.
but I think I'd be maybe 4 points down roughly, and then I'd win.
Yeah.
And it'd be in the 5th game or something
Yeah.
too. But you know, in those moments in time, I would just be calm.
Down.
Yeah. It's just, he doesn't need that luck.
9.
At this point in time, does he? And he's still getting it. But I think
Yeah.
it's still a good length. He's playing
Yeah,
nice
it,
and deep.
it was a good lane.
And it seems like a matter of time now before Iqbal takes the match. And why do anything to change it? He's using all 4 corners
Iqbal's,
so
yeah,
well.
Iqbal's just going for it. I mean, he doesn't have.
Down.
Oh. I don't know.
Right.
I know that that's like a really tempting shot
Right.
to hit. but
10-2. Match ball.
I guess he is feeling the pressure at 10-2.
Yeah.
Match ball down.
So we have match ball here. Oh,
So
one down.
And
Yeah.
outs.
A few
He's
more
able-
to go.
3
I was able to
10.
save one
Match
match
ball.
ball.
Yeah.
7 more to go to even it out.
Well, we'll see Iqbal finish with one of these trademark backhand volley drops that he's been loving.
Down.
Oh, that's
And it's
11-3.
match to Iqbal.
Match to Iqbal.
Great
games
performance
to
there
love.
from the Pakistani player.
11-6.
Is it
11-1.
He looks tired.
11-3.
I think
That's the
it-
first. I've never
maybe.
seen that.
Maybe it's just relief.
Yeah, maybe.
He's crowned the 2024 Volkswagen Bega Open champion. I'm sure that one will mean a lot to him.
Especially coming back from an injury too.
Coming back from injury. So
Yeah.
when the entry shot for this event, so when the season was done, he was a 9-16 seed, which just shows. Maybe I think everyone would say he's a higher quality player than that seeding, but
Yeah.
it just shows how far he's come and
Yeah.
how big a win this will be for his ranking. This will really boost him up.
Yeah, exactly.
I would be surprised if not into the top 100.
Yeah.
He's been as high as 35 in the world.
Yeah.
So I think
And you can really see that in his skill level, his ball control.
yeah, exactly. So he'll be delighted with that. And maybe it would have been nice to have seen a longer match, but from Iqbal's point of view, he just wants to get on and off that court with the win, no matter how. And he's done
Yeah.
it. He's done it as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
which
he's
is
done
great.
it pretty efficiently. As soon as it changed, as soon as the that call happened, that's when the switch was turned on.
Yeah, exactly.
And then from there, like
6-3 in the first
yeah,
year,
yeah, 6-3, and then as soon as with that no let call, after that it was game over.
Yeah.
You just flipped the switch. What time does the women's final start?
So we have the women's final coming up.
Wait, just go. Oh,
I'll go
I guess
into
you
the
go
main
back
draw.
one.
Which is another exciting match. We have some local.
Yeah, we have a
Australian
local
interest.
Australian player, Sophie Fideli. She's from. Okay, I'm probably getting this wrong, but I
it doesn't
think,
matter. There's no one here to correct us. So.
I guess so. Yeah, I think she was born on the West Coast, but then like maybe Perth or something, but then was raised her family moved when she was really really young,
Yeah.
and she was just raised and played squash on the East Coast.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of
I believe
sharing a taxi ride with Sophie to the courts today, and
Whoa,
she
yeah.
informed me her parents live in Cairns, I think.
Okay.
So I think she's headed back there after here, which she assured me at this time of year is pretty cold.
Yeah.
She said at night time you even have to wear a jumper sometimes. So
Whoa.
it's a pretty tough part of the world when that's what you've got in winter.
Yeah, you gotta
Um,
wear a jumper sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. I think back in Scotland. I think that's a pretty good summer's day. Never mind depths of winter. So
Yeah. Can't imagine.
yeah,
Yeah, so the women's match will be starting in 12 minutes.
fantastic. I'd just like to shout out Ben Ratcliffe, who unfortunately played Nasir in the first round.
Oh.
He got him as a 9-16 seed, and for my money, he put in a pretty good performance against him. Especially in the second game, I thought he might have nicked that, and I don't know, but I think Nasir was pretty worried. So I think if Ben had nicked that, he would have had the match. And
Oh yeah, it would have just completely overturned
exactly,
everything.
and based on how the tournament's panned out, maybe Ben would have won the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. He could
These are
have.
the kind of things you just never know.
Yeah.
But for sure, that's a tough draw for anyone getting Nasir in the first round. I think.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty unlucky for him. But the second game was 11-9.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's quite close.
Yeah,
You never know what could have happened if the game was actually 1-all. If the match was 1-all.
It could have gone. I think we do. And I think we know that Ben would have won.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm joking. No, maybe.
Maybe. We don't actually know.
So,
yes.
Brooke, tell us, since we've got about 10 minutes till the game starts, what's
Yes.
your training plans for the next 6 months, next year?
Oh, my training plan. Well, so after this tournament, I'm going to be going back to Malaysia. I've been based in Penang,
Oh,
Malaysia, for a year now, and I was back home for 2 months in Canada, in February and March. But
How was that being home?
oh, it was really nice. I mean, I was only home for 3 days, but,
Oh, okay.
but I was in Canada for 2
Oh,
months.
lovely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just wasn't home.
Was that competing on the PSA tour?
Yeah, exactly. I was playing some tournaments, and then also first week was just getting used to jet lag, but I still wasn't home. I was in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Lovely.
staying with my friends Ocean Ma and Spring Ma. They're both quite lovely girls, and it was a fun time staying with them.
Yeah, nice. And do you reckon they'll be tuning in for this match, knowing you're commentating?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll tell them. I gave them a shout out. Yeah, thanks for letting me stay at your place for a
Yeah.
few weeks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I think on that note, while we're here and we've got a bit of time in between streams, we'd both like to shout out the promoter, organizer, John Stiliano.
Oh yeah, he's been great.
He's done the most
and-
fantastic job, I think, this week.
Yeah, thank you so much for Volkswagen for sponsoring this event. Australia Squash really appreciates having big events, and then also just the Challenger Tour in general. And then what's amazing is that accommodation is provided by the promoter, which is amazing for the athletes. So then we don't have to worry about how many days we might be staying here, and always thinking about transportation and everything, because then we also have breakfast included and stuff. Okay, wait. We have to get ready for the next match, so we'll come back in a bit.
For all our big band of supporters, don't worry, we will be back.
Yes, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, bye-bye.
welcome to the women's final of the 2024 Volkswagen Bega Open. Our first finalist today hails from Cairns, Australia, ranked 124 in the world. Please welcome Sophie Fideli. And her opponent today, world 69 from Hong Kong, China, our number 1 seed, Cheng Na Ching.
Hello. There's 2 Johns. Hello and welcome to the Volkswagen Bega 2024 Women's Final. I'm John Meehan from Scotland, and I'm joined here by
Brooke Herring, also known as Erisa Sano Herring. That is my PSA name. But yeah, we'll be commentating for the women's 12K final. And it's going to be between Cheng Na Cheng versus Sophie Fideli. Cheng Na Cheng is the first seed for the tournament, and she's done really well to get here. And then Sophie has done extremely well. She is the 4th seed, I believe.
I think she may be lower than that, Brooke. I'll tell you right now, but
Okay, we're bringing up the draw.
the anticipation builds for her. So Sophie was the
Half-time.
7th seed.
Oh, the 7th seed. Okay, yeah. So she's done really well to make it to the final. She actually beat me yesterday in the semis.
She must be a top player in that case.
Yeah.
On
No,
that
fully-
fact alone, I'll make her
fully-
favourite for the match.
Well, no, she was fully deserving of that win. She was playing really well. She was locked in the whole time while don't even know where I was. I was not on the court. Except for maybe the last 5 points, I realized I was in a match and then started to play well. But it was a little late at that point, but that's okay. But then, yeah, Cheng Na Cheng is also a very respectful opponent as well. So,
It's interesting here. We've got, as you said, we've got Cheng Na Cheng, the number 1 seed, and we've got Sophie as the number 7 seed. So it's different kind of pressure. Well, I would say for the 1 seed, you've got a wee bit of pressure on you to potentially get to the final.
yeah.
Whereas Sophie, I think, she'll be desperate to win this, but she's
Yeah.
done so well just to get here that
Exactly.
I wouldn't say there's much pressure on her now.
Yeah.
And she can just go out, and I hope she just goes out and really enjoys it. It's her first PSA final.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big final for
Yeah.
your first one, isn't it?
It is a
12K.
huge final.
So it's a brilliant opportunity to get
Yeah.
the first title, but I think
Well, Sophie is definitely going to play with nothing to lose, like that mentality of just, she's just going to do her best, She's already exceeded all expectations from her seeding and everything.
exactly.
And she had a really, really good win against Rachel
Grinham.
from Australia.
Decent
Australian, yeah, pretty decent player.
Yeah.
Australian squash legend, former world number 1.
World number 1, yeah.
Yeah, won a bunch of titles. And how old is she now? I think she's maybe 50 years old.
I don't think so. I think younger than that.
40.
I'm sure she's
No,
watching
it's
this. She
like-
won't be happy.
Time.
Well, no, she's not. She's moving amazing though.
Oh,
like
yeah, of course.
I know she is, our senior.
Yeah.
Not just older
Rick,
than us. No, no,
you're
no.
digging a bigger hole for yourself
No,
here.
no.
I'm staying far. Yeah.
No, but it's really inspiring to see her still competing and still playing and everything. And so she was actually up 2-love against Sophie. And then Sophie managed to win the third game. I actually didn't watch too much
Yeah.
of the match, so John, maybe you can give a bit more insight on how
Yeah.
that went.
I think I managed to catch it from the second game onwards. My compatriot adopted.
Play will
compatriot
start
Connor
in
Hayes was
30
actually coaching
seconds.
Sophie.
Okay.
So Connor's over in Edinburgh for university, so I train with him a lot.
Okay.
He's back here for the summer,
Yeah.
summer, you guys winter.
Yeah.
And he's obviously doing a decent job coaching Sophie.
Play will start in
especially
15
once she went 2-0
seconds.
down, but then with the comeback, I thought maybe he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a brilliant game. I think, as you said, like
Volkswagen
Rachel's
Bega Open
form number
2024
one.
women's
She's
final match.
obviously just got unbelievable shots.
Cheng Na Ching of Hong Kong, China to serve.
racket skill is
Sophie
amazing.
Fideli
Like she
of
has such
Australia
nice
to
holds, and
receive.
obviously you know
Best
she's
of
not as
5
strong as she
games.
was before in fifth.
Level.
She was before, back in her peak. But you can, so she's using a lot of other ways to win points, and also she's just so strong mentally too.
So we're up and running here. Love all. Straight away, we're seeing some good work up and down the backhand wall.
Yeah.
We often see it when you get, two right-handers go
Down.
against each other.
Yeah.
Which neither me or you are. We're both left-handers, so
One
Yeah.
maybe
love.
some people say we can't hit a backhand straight drive up and down the wall like these guys. But
Yeah.
there's a lot more cross-court for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We love to use our angles.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just more fun like that.
Exactly. You can be bothered with
Yeah.
hitting straight drives.
Yeah, exactly. Why hit a straight drive when you can hit a cross court?
Exactly.
Handouts 1-all.
So we got 1-all in points. What are your predictions for this match, John?
Based on the last match, neither of us know anything. I think we both predicted an Iqbal win.
Yeah.
I went in 5 games. It was 3.
Yeah. And my prediction was 3-1, and yeah, it wasn't 3. So both of us got it wrong,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
I guess. if
Overall, though,
we're-
yeah.
you could say you were closer.
Yeah.
To the
Thanks.
correct answer. So I'll
Well,
let you go first on that basis. What's your prediction?
I asked you the question, and then you
Handouts
want me to answer first.
2-1. Okay.
Okay, so my prediction is Jing will beat Fideli 3-1 because Sophie, she's a really great runner and she gets everything back, and maybe that can frustrate Jing a little bit. But Jing is really, really steady, so
Yeah.
it'll be tough.
3-1.
It is a tough final for both of them. But that's just my prediction. I wanna give Sophie some of that hope that she can win at least one of the games.
Yeah.
Out of the games, I think maybe it'll be the third game.
Nice. Just.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
Stroke to Cheng.
No.
Stroke. I don't think that
You
was a
stepped
stroke.
clearly into her line.
I think that's a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
harsh
sorry.
call on Fidel.
4-1.
I think it was a brilliant attacking line, and there's a little bit of contact. But I
Yeah.
think nothing unnatural, and
Yeah.
Sophie can feel a little bit hard done by there.
Yeah. I wish I can re-watch that rally from a slightly different angle. From maybe the angle downstairs to see if it could have been a let
Put up.
possibly, but I don't know. That was a nice line from Sophie, so
5-1.
could have been possibly no let too. Either way, they just both, accepted the call and just went on, which is nice to see.
Yeah. If that had happened to you, would you have had your racket down, door open,
Oh, no. Yeah,
trying to
totally.
pick
Yeah,
fights?
yeah,
or would you
exactly.
get on with it.
6-1.
I would definitely give a look at the ref and be like, really? And then I'd be like, whatever. Just focus on the next rally.
That's all you can do. That's a good
Exactly.
shot.
That's a nice shot. Sophie's hitting some really nice lines right now.
Down, thank you.
And
7-1.
Jing is definitely responding quite well.
Yeah.
So she's just hitting pretty,
Hold
I would say just like simple shots, like just into the right
8-1.
pockets. Fideli just gets herself slightly out of position.
Yeah. I think it's interesting here because I think Sophie's trying to do the right stuff. She's trying to get in front. You can see her
Yeah.
pushing up onto the tee here, hunting the volley.
Yeah, like see, her lines are nice.
She's the
Right.
strength of player she's up against.
I think maybe Ching's consistency is just slightly higher, which is why
Yeah.
even though they might be hitting
2-8.
similar quality shots, but Ching is just more consistent at it. So there are the few shots that would come out a bit loose, and
Yeah.
she'll jump onto those shots right away and then put Fideli under pressure.
It's good volley.
Yeah, that was
That's
a
a
nice
great shot
try.
from Sophie. Really strong up and down this
3-8.
backhand wall here.
Yeah.
I think she's doing a good job here. If
She
she's
should definitely keep it on the backhand.
Yeah,
It's
I
working
think-
really well for her.
she's obviously gone down at the start of this match, but I think she's still backing herself the way she plays.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another error. So sort of mini comeback here from Fideli.
4,
Yeah. Well,
8.
actually, yesterday in my game against her, first game, I started off really well, and then Fideli, she started to, I guess, tighten up her shot. Oh,
Stroke to Cheng.
this is a little unlucky.
That's commentator's curse
And
for you,
out.
Brooke.
Yeah, I
9-4.
know. I
The
was
minute you
just
said the
saying
word
that
tight,
she started playing well, started playing tight. But yeah, so she had a slow start in the first half of the first game, and then from there started to play better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, what happened there?
10-4. Game
Is that a
ball.
boast? I guess. I couldn't really see the ball. I think so.
Yeah. So we've got game ball here to take the first game.
Yeah, Ching has 6 game balls. Oh, that's nice.
11-4.
Next game,
to
11-4.
Cheng. Cheng leads 1 game to love.
Cheng.
Ching did really well with that. I would say she was controlling the rally quite well. She was just moving Sophie more to all 4 corners of the court.
Yeah.
I'd say.
I think for Sophie, it was just the few points that she managed to get some trading blows up and down that backhand wall. She got
Yeah.
some success.
Yeah.
But I think other than that, especially up and down that forehand, Cheng just looks so strong.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, it's just for Sophie, it's finding a way to shift the play onto that backhand wall.
Yeah.
If she can do that.
Yeah,
Easier
definitely.
said than done, isn't it?
Yeah, always.
Always, yeah.
Always.
This is the easiest spot in the world to say that.
Yeah.
Or I think maybe they could try playing with their left hand as well. 'Cause I think just mix it up something.
Yeah, might as well, you know. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
You've already, as a 7th seed, you made it to the finals of
Exactly.
your first finals, and it's a 12K.
Try something different. Eh?
Yeah. Maybe you never know what will happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Ching,
Play
like,
will
it was
resume in
1-all, but
60
Ching was
seconds.
able to get quite a good head start, 8-1. And then Sophie was able to hit a couple tight shots that, mostly on the backhand, yeah, and was able to win 3 points. Ching also made, I think, maybe 2 errors, or
Yep.
at least 1 error. But I guess she just has to keep the ball just slightly tighter. Obviously, that's also easier said than done.
But
As much as I love to have my shots nice and tight
Play
all
will
the time,
resume in
that's not quite
30
the case.
seconds.
what Sophie's shown in this turn already, she can come back from a deficit.
Definitely.
So,
So see how she does this next game.
yeah.
Should be interesting.
15 seconds.
And then Ching, she should just continue what she was doing before. You know, she'll hit
Yeah.
a couple nice drives past Sophie, and then
Cheng leads
She'll feel
1
like
game
she
to
doesn't have
love.
to change anything, does she?
yeah, and
Level.
then you know when it's loose, just go with whatever shot she feels is right.
Yeah.
Like to the front. The courts are quite dead here, so it does help to go short on dead courts. Oh, that's a nice lob.
It's a brilliant lob.
1
Some people might
love.
wrongly think that's a bit of a lucky bounce. I'd say that's the perfect
Yeah,
height, perfect
that was
depth in the
yeah,
shot.
that was skill. I'm sure she's practiced that many times
Yeah.
to try to make it land like that.
And up.
That's a nice post.
That's a lovely boast. Just held at the last minute.
2
Yeah.
love.
To really
Yeah,
hold
Sophie was
moving.
already going for the straight drive on her back foot. So he's gonna have to try to get that just slightly further back. That was nice. She
Yeah.
needs to do more of those. And so it's good for Sophie that they
Yep.
started rallying again on the backhand side, and Jing called
Hand
for-
out.
well,
1,
Niu called
2.
just didn't
Yeah.
the boast. So Sophie will have to keep that up. she wants to make this game a little bit closer.
That's a big
Nice.
point, I think, for Sophie there.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we said. She's
2
putting
all.
a good drive in the backhand, forced up the easier ball, and then just got on the ball quickly.
Yeah.
You
And
could see-
Ching, I think, would have to try to be a bit more patient to fight this instead of trying to go short so quickly
Yeah.
Head out.
when she's out of position and
3-2.
then, ends up tinning.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Sophie just has to keep it in. I think we have a good match on her hands now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Maybe you should run down Brooke after this game and start doing a bit of coaching.
4-2.
Yeah.
Take the mic down with you so
Yeah.
you get extra insight.
And we have the TV, the camera as well on the players
Exactly.
during their break.
So that means our many hordes of YouTube fans could put a face to the name potentially. And
Oh yeah, my YouTube fans. Right. Ooh, that was a nice kill.
I think there we're just
5-2.
seeing again what we said. Just putting it on Ching's forehands, just so
Yeah.
dangerous. She left the ball short, which hasn't helped, but
Yeah.
I think
But
even
Sophie still has to keep it on the back.
exactly, yeah. It's a great shot.
That was a nice shot.
Maybe she shouldn't.
6.
Maybe
Sorry?
she should try putting up the middle. That's what we sometimes
Yeah,
see, just
yeah,
to throw
yeah.
players off, and we'll see
Just
how she handles that.
Yeah, exactly. See how she does with a shot right down the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice. The forehand.
7-2.
King's forehand is quite powerful. Very accurate.
Yeah. How about, Brooke, tell us about your pre-match routine for preparing a game plan
Head
for a
out.
match like this.
3-7.
You're going to final. What are you doing? How's your tactics?
I would try to arrive to the course maybe an hour and a half before, and my tactics would probably change depending on who I'm playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I would start not the actual physical warm
Head
up
out.
that early, an hour and a half,
8-3.
but just like rolling out, stretching, just trying to loosen up a bit and starting to zone in a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yesterday my preparation was quite awful.
Subpar.
Yeah, it was not
9-3.
that great. I don't know. Just I was struggling to kind of maybe find the motivation to like play. Obviously, like I want to play and everything, but
Yeah.
it's just that the fire. Like I just didn't quite have
Yeah.
it for that match.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a rally.
Nice use of height there.
Yeah. Good way to get out of trouble. Recover back to the tee. That was a nice cross. Yeah. Keep it up, and she just hits it straight. That's okay. Yep. Yeah. That was a
Great
good rally. Good gets from both players.
Handouts.
That was
4-9.
nice. They both used the lob too to try to get out of trouble.
Great use of right. We saw the lob right to the depths of the backcourt, and then we saw that drop at the end, just landed so short. So
Yeah.
really stretching her opponent out.
Yeah.
Again, just
Ooh. Maybe Fidelia has turned on the
5-9.
run. Maybe just a little bit.
she'll certainly hope so.
Yeah.
This is a big point. I think if you can keep someone at 9, you've always got a chance.
Yeah.
I was going to say if they get to game ball, but
Yeah.
yesterday I played Dylan Molinaro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Decent player himself, but I hope he's watching this.
Handouts.
And I was actually 10-5
10-5.
up and
Game
managed
ball.
to conspire to lose the game from there. So maybe 10-5. Maybe Sophie will be using
Yeah.
that as motivation right now.
Yeah. Yeah, she can come back from 10-5. Just
Yeah.
like how Dylan came back from against
Exactly.
you. This was in the satellite match that they held.
That's
oh,
what
that's a
indeed.
nice drop.
And that's the second game.
11-5.
2
Game to
love
Cheng.
lead for
Cheng
Cheng.
leads 2 games to love.
So Ching did a pretty good job of keeping up how she was playing the first game, getting the ball pass and then going short when it's loose. And Sophie definitely had a better response this time.
Yep.
The points are very similar, but I think she definitely made Ching run more, which was good.
Yeah, she had some great rallies there. I think it's just at this level, it's just being able to do that across the whole game, which is not easy. But the rallies that she constructed, that is how she wants to win these points and play the
Yeah.
rallies. But it's just a matter of can she get that backhand drive really getting through the court.
Yeah.
Can she get in that volley? And then if she's getting the volley, can she have the quality on the next shot?
Yeah,
Which we saw saw parts. She did that really well, and that's when she got the success, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I wonder what Aaron's telling Sophie.
Should we run down and
Yeah. Go interview them. See what they're thinking. Then
Play will
Bly is
resume in
coaching
60
King.
seconds.
Maybe they'll be speaking Cantonese, so I wouldn't be able to translate that for you. I don't know if you know any Cantonese, John.
I don't. I think I barely speak one language at the moment. As quite a lot of people, including yourself, struggle to understand my accent.
Yeah.
Never mind, unfortunately, Cantonese.
It's like, yeah, it's like half English and half Scottish, I guess.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Play will resume in 30 seconds.
How many languages do you speak yourself, Brooke?
I speak 3. I speak English, Japanese, and then a bit of French. Just because Canada, we have to learn French.
Yep.
And I used to be in
15
French
seconds.
immersion, so all my subjects and everything were in French. But I stopped doing that after middle school because my high school it all switched over to English. So yeah, it's been quite a while actually.
Cheng leads. 2 games to love.
Wait, so do you know?
Love
You
all.
knew some Spanish. You were speaking some Spanish yesterday.
Should we commence this game in Spanish?
Yeah.
Nah,
Uno.
I think I was tricking you a little bit there, Brooke. I think I was being
Not true,
generous when I said
Fidelli.
hablo un poco español.
Handouts.
I
1
think
love.
a little Spanish is
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
generous to how much I know.
Mine is just no hablo español.
Yeah,
So.
well, maybe
It's
I'm
a little
being
bit more
better
than me.
Yeah. Juego al squash.
Juego el squash. I actually know what that means.
Yeah. What does it mean? No.
Fire squash.
It just means I play squash.
Oh.
Juego is
Oh, is fuego not fire?
juego like
Oh, H?
G.
Or J?
J.
J?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
2
thinking
love.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Fuego.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Scottish Spanish.
Okay. The Scottish Spanish coming through. Okay,
Okay,
well,
so we've seen a good start for Sophie.
yeah, I know. I was just watching the last 2 rallies.
Maybe she hopped on the YouTube stream in between games,
Yeah.
rewinded it a little bit. and-
Maybe Erin's listening.
Yeah.
Where did she go? I actually don't see her in the crowd right now. I don't know where she went.
Yeah, well played.
So.
We're close enough here in our commentary
Three
booth to the
love.
courts that if we shout loud enough, they might be able to hear us. So.
Yeah. Maybe she's just listening to us while we're commentating. No, but she's doing really well. She's up by 3
Up.
points. Oh, that was a nice shot from Chang.
Yeah.
Handouts.
Lovely
1
shot
3.
there.
Well, Brooke, your prediction was that Sophie would win the 3rd game.
Yeah, that was my prediction.
So if they called the game now, she'd be winning it. So
Yeah.
I think
Wait, you never said your prediction.
I think it's going to go 11-4, 11-5 in the first 2 games.
Wow.
three.
Okay.
And then from there,
That's
we'll
a pretty.
see, we'll
That's a
see.
pretty good
Yeah.
prediction.
It's turned out pretty good actually.
Okay. If we're gonna say points, I'm gonna say. This game. So I think Sophie's gonna get this game. That's okay, John.
3 all.
It's an error from Sophie, but I think it's a good rally. She opened up
Yeah.
the spacer to hit that shot.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing you could either say is on the drop shot, a bit more of a margin, or just there's all
Yeah.
that space at the back of the court. She could
Exactly. If she
pushed it
just
on.
lobbed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If she just lobbed it to the back, it would have been fine.
Exactly. But it's good to see she's getting into these rallies. She's getting
Yeah.
opportunities.
I think Sophie might win this game 12-10.
Whoa.
That's
It's a
my
big call.
prediction. I know, it is a big call. We'll see. We'll see. Well, Ching, she's picked up the quality of her
4,
shots
3.
again. And Sophie's struggling just a little bit, but, she's doing quite well. And hopefully she...
Let's not forget this is her first PSA final, and to do it in such a big level, 12K. It's impressive, and
Yeah, exactly.
she's more than holding her own here. I think.
Yeah, and Ching is also a top 100 player. I think her
5-3.
ranking is 75, maybe? You're going to check
I'll
the
check it.
the
Just-
stats.
I'm a stats man. So.
Oh no,
Six,
my prediction's
Chang's
not going
raced into
well.
6-3 lead. This is why I'm
She
sitting
really got
firmly
it.
on the fence.
Yeah, she got 6 points in a row.
Yeah.
Let's see if Sophie can hit a couple tight shots again. Oh no, that's not what you should be going for.
7-3.
I think we've said before, she just needs to play her way into these rallies. And
Yeah.
I think it comes from those backhand straight drives, getting them through the court.
Wait, what are we looking at?
So her highest ranking of Cheng is 61.
Hand
Ooh,
out.
61 in the
Four,
world.
And
That's
seven.
she's
pretty impressive.
currently situated at 69, I believe.
Okay, so she's top 70. It's pretty good.
Nice hold.
Yeah, that is.
Forced the back wobbles.
Yeah, nice. She kept it.
Outrageous.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Outrageous
okay.
drop shot.
That's what she had to
5-7.
do before. She
Yeah.
just had to keep her drops in.
I might ask her afterwards how she can hit a drop shot like that. John was
guess-
giving me a bit of coaching earlier in the week, telling me my forehand
Ooh,
drop's not good
look
enough.
at that nice
It's
drive.
beautiful.
She's getting close to tying it up.
This is huge. I might need to start
6,
listening to you, Brooke,
7.
if this prediction comes in.
If it does come in, I'll be pretty happy.
Yeah. She's left it short
Oh,
and she just
that
gets
was-
punished straight
yeah.
away.
Hand out.
I mean, that was just a perfect
8-6.
opportunity for Chang. The ball just came straight to her racket. She didn't really even have to move from the tee. Just hit a really clean kill.
Yep.
Oh, she hit it out. Hey, just gotta hit
Even
it
that,
from
it
the
was
backhand.
just
7,
she
8.
forced her under a little bit of pressure there with that
Yeah.
good return of serve down the backhand wall,
Yeah.
and straight away she got the reward for it.
Yeah. Oh, that came loose.
Oh, it's kicking off.
It's 8-all.
8-all. Hold on to your hats.
Look at how hyped
Brooke,
the
you-
crowd is.
Brooke, you can barely sit still here.
I know.
I'm nervous. I think Sophie's not nervous.
No, Sophie's definitely
It's
playing
an
the.
outrageous drop shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really nice job.
Hand out.
And she's hit the ball into the
9,
roof, which we
8.
hate to see.
I actually love to see that.
Yeah.
It's my favorite shot, actually. Just hit it straight into the roof.
Huge point here.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, what a shot. 9-all. It
Hand
doesn't
out.
get bigger than
9
this.
all.
In the most prestigious PSA of the year.
Yes.
Sophie's drawn level. This is just.
Oh.
Come on, she's increased the pace. It's tight though.
Tight.
Oh, that's good work.
Oh, but that was a good get. That was really tight.
Put it away.
Yeah. That's okay. She's got it.
Yes.
Oh.
What a shot. And she's got a game
Sophie's
ball.
playing really mature squash right now. This is really
10-9.
great.
Game ball.
It's mature, it's attacking, it's everything between.
Well, no, like, when she was under pressure, she lifted it up a little bit, nice
Yep.
and tight, just try to get a bit of time for herself,
Exactly.
and then also to keep her opponent at bay.
Oh, she's got the game.
11-9.
Woo!
Game to Fidelli. Cheng
This is
leads.
exciting.
2
Okay,
games
my
to
prediction
1.
was
Just
pretty
muted her
close.
mic and she's celebrating because her prediction came in.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That was actually, see, I knew it. I knew it. Thanks, Sophie, for making my prediction come true.
That was some comeback there from Sophie. Even at 8-6 down, it looks pretty ominous.
Yeah. Yeah, because Ching just won 6 points in a row, and then from there it was basically neck to neck.
Yep. And let's not forget, Sophie was down but not quite out in her quarter-final against Rachel. She went to tiebreak in the third game.
Exactly.
And then I think the fourth game was pretty tight as well, and then she just raced to the victory in the fifth game. So
Yeah.
she's clearly got the legs to sustain a 5-game performance. It's
Yeah.
just, has she got the quality now to back up the outstanding squash she just produced
Yeah.
in that game?
Exactly. And we'll see. I mean, we can see that Lai was quite animated,
Yeah.
while
They-
in comparison,
They look like they're
Driver
sitting at the
within
beach having a
60
coffee.
seconds.
They're talking.
Yeah,
they're
they're just having a
they're
beer.
gossiping, I reckon.
yeah.
Check what's in that. Check what's in that
Yeah.
water. I think that's a cocktail or something. They look a bit more serious now, but
Yeah. But they were both quite relaxed.
I think we're more tense in the commentary booth
No,
than those two are.
definitely. We're both moving around a lot more than they are. We're getting our own workout here.
Yeah. But I'm delighted to see that Sophie in
Play will be
such a
resumed
big
in
final
30
is just
seconds.
clearly pretty relaxed based on some of those shots there. She's
Yeah. Well, I think she did get a little bit tense, which is why she made a few kind of, I would say, like, I guess, immature, quote unquote, immature errors, like when she tried to drop from the back.
15
exactly,
seconds.
yeah.
But then, you know, once she, like, relaxed and she just, from the same shot, she just hit, like, a nice drive instead.
Yeah.
And that worked a lot to her favor. I wonder what Ching is
Ching
going to do
leads 2-1
for this
daily
game
serve.
since she won the
Level.
first 2 games, you know, pretty
comprehensively. Yeah.
pretty easily 11-4, wait, 11-5, 11-6, or
I
was
think
it
it was
11-4, 11-5?
maybe in 4 and 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 11-4 and 11-5.
One.
Even the
love.
first point in this game, it's just brilliant length from Sophie.
Exactly.
I think when you've just won a close game like that, you can't underestimate how important the start of the game is.
Oh,
And she's
was
just
nice.
flying here.
yeah,
she can't
is.
miss. She might as well buy a lottery ticket when she comes off court here, because
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
Sophie
She'll
touches.
yeah, at this moment in time, she will win the lottery too.
yeah. I think we've
Oh,
all
that was a nice shot from Ching.
we've all won the lottery
Handouts,
this week by being here.
1-2.
But
Yeah,
I think Sophie's
Exactly.
won it
No,
10
it's,
times
it
over.
is the most prestigious tournament of the year. Thanks, Volkswagen.
Thanks Volkswagen and John Stiliano for
Yep.
organising.
Yes.
Might add as well, John Stiliano, not only a superb organiser but also a coach. I was playing Connor Hayes, the local
Yeah.
Australian, and I asked him
he-
just for a little bit of coaching, and
Yeah,
would
yeah.
you believe it? He helped me. And
Wow.
maybe he was trying to hinder me
No,
because I did lose the next game, but
Yeah.
Light,
once I
mine was
managed
to
to
the
get
front,
his
not to the player.
coaching tips out of my head, I managed to get back to winning ways and closed out a victory.
Whoa.
Handouts.
But
Yeah.
3.
just to be serious,
One.
John's done a great job organising. as
Oh
well, he
yeah,
said.
definitely.
His coaching advice was good as
Yeah.
well, so I jest.
I played this tournament last year, and I made sure I had to come back this year again
Yeah.
to play it again because it's just such a good tournament to play in, and I really wish other Challenger Tour tournaments operated the same way and had the same standards.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you know, as pro
Handouts,
squash players,
2-3.
you know, we were already stressed about getting here and you know figuring out like a new country, a new area, and just traveling back.
it's an
Oh, that was a
outstanding finish.
really nice.
3 all.
But yeah, with having accommodation covered and then obviously having the live stream. Oh my god, live stream is so underrated.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many tournaments I've been to that don't have live
Exactly.
stream.
Even just for things like, you've got supporters at home or
Yeah.
sponsors and stuff like that, being able to get people watching your games is,
Yeah.
even like having your
Handouts,
coach being able to watch it
4,
back,
3.
it's really helpful. And
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a shame about some of the commentary, but
Yeah,
not
but it's
naming
just
any
these
names.
little things make it really special.
Exactly. Oh, it's a brilliant shot.
a nice
I don't even know what
little
happened
reverse
there. Was it
post.
reverse post?
5-3.
Yeah.
You can't hit that.
Yeah.
I-
It's 2 points right there.
I think I tried one reverse bow since I've been out here in Australia, and
How'd it go?
I clocked Jack
Oh.
Hudson on the
Handouts,
leg. So
4-5.
I said maybe no
Yeah.
more reverse bows
Yeah.
for now.
That was a nice drop shot from Ching. I think Ching just has to keep it simple right
Yeah.
now. That's where she's winning her points. And then Sophie is, just hitting those drives, really. She's putting Ching under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. That's an outstanding bow set, 'cause it was a
5
nice left and
all.
length. and
Yeah, exactly. And I wasn't expecting such a nice shot to come out of that. Top 100 player here. It's a top 70 player, actually.
Mm,
She knows what she's doing.
she
That's a
does.
nice
She
shot.
certainly does. And
Whoa.
she squeezed into
I
6-5
love that.
lead here.
I love that little
6-5.
fist bump right there.
Yeah,
She's
a bit of
fired up.
passion.
Yeah.
Would
Let's
we find
see.
yourself giving a fist bump on court, Brooke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Anything bigger than that? Maybe a point to the head. Cup of the year, if you've got anyone. Anyone calling you out
I'm
in
not
the
doing.
crowd?
No, I'm not doing any of those.
Oh, okay.
No, I think I do like to do like a little bit of celebration. I used to do more,
Yeah.
but then I found that it doesn't help my game too much because then I distract myself more than
Yeah.
I do hyping myself up.
That's a good rally.
Oh, that was a nice shot. Sophie just needs to tighten it up just a little bit more
7-5.
again. She has to, and Chang, she is riding the momentum right now.
Yeah, for
She's
sure.
able to win, I think, the last 2 points.
It's tight though.
Yeah, it is
She's
tight.
lifted so well on the
Yeah.
break.
That's true.
Stroke to Cheng.
So what we've seen there is Sophie's hit a loose ball and then she's
8-5.
exclaimed before the call's even been made. If that's me, I'm picking up the ball. I'm making the ref think it's a no let. Whether or not that works. Probably doesn't.
Does it work in Scotland? Is that where, that's where you picked it up?
Well,
Yeah.
all the refs are on my
6-8.
payroll in Scotland, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, okay.
But nah, it never works. But it's always worth a try. Don't worry.
I know it must have worked at least once.
Yeah,
for you
I
to,
think-
to-
I think-
for you to keep trying, or like I feel like it's just worth it.
I think it depends who the ref is. If you've maybe got a less experienced player, this isn't speaking
Yeah.
from experience. I've
Yeah,
just seen
yeah.
other
7,
players, like maybe like
8.
Mason Smells,
Yeah.
someone like that. You might see trying to influence the ref.
Yeah, a lot, not
A
just
lot.
a bit, a lot.
I think
Yeah.
Tate Norris is pretty bad for that sort of stuff as well.
Oh, he's notorious for that. Not actually, but big.
So much pace being
Yeah,
put in the ball
exactly.
here.
The pace has gone up so much.
But Sophie's battling so well, and she
Yeah.
just seems to handle this pace.
Oh, that's a nice drive.
Oh, it's
That's a
outstanding
nice drive
length.
on chain.
Handouts.
So she finds herself 2 points from being
9-7.
crowned the victor.
Oh, I'm at 12K. That's amazing. We'll see if she pulls through or if Sophie is able to come back and reverse bows.
10-7.
Yeah, that should have.
Match ball.
I think a cross would have been better for that.
If you're gonna
Okay,
hit,
so Ching has 3 match balls to be crowned the champion of the Volkswagen Bega Open. Let's see if Sophie can fight off these 3 match balls. Oh,
11-7.
I can't believe that.
Match of change.
She's won it with-
3 games to 1.
It's an outstanding pickup, but it's
Yeah,
a bit
yeah.
of a a bit of a frame.
11-4.
But you
11-5,
cannot argue with the level of
9-11,
performance she put out there.
11-7.
she definitely deserved that win. She was quite dominant in the first 2 games, and then Sophie was amazing in the 3rd game. Played
Yeah.
really mature squash, and then played mature squash in the 4th game as well. But
Yeah.
Ching and Ching just stepped it up a notch again. Yeah.
I hope Sophie's delighted with her performance there.
Yeah.
I thought she played really well. She took the game to her. She battled. The pace was high, but I think Sophie more than held her own at that pace.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the points where she managed to establish herself up and down that backhand wall, she was getting a lot of success.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
That's quite
there's so
good.
so many positives to take into the future, isn't it? It's just getting to the final. Oh, here we see the branding coming in of the wonderful sponsors of this tournament.
Yes. So they're gonna be setting up the what's it called? Championship
Presentation. Yeah, I think so. I hope to see
Yeah.
a speech from both victors as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll get a speech.
Maybe yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Yeah, I think it'd be nice if we saw maybe an interview on court as well with some of the female semi-finalists.
Yeah.
Maybe like yourself, Brooke. Would you be
Yeah.
interested in doing an interview?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
And we've got Remy Young adjusting his hair. It looks beautiful, Remy. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. It's flawless, just the way it is.
Yeah. He's got a beautiful head of hair. Does Remy Young?
He does have beautiful hair. Take pride in his hair. I've got the table out. I'm sure they'll bring out the trophies out.
They might even bring out the main man himself.
Yeah. Oh, okay, well,
Should we just we'll just kill some? Are we coming on court now? Oh, I think soon. Yeah. Just quickly, well, before the presentation gets set up, we'll do some quick fire questions. Brooke, would you rather fight 1 human-sized chicken or 10 chicken-sized humans? Yeah.
But we
Yeah. So you think if you... nah, probably not. Well, if you find a weapon, I think you're just presented with this opportunity on any random day. So I don't know if you tend to carry a weapon with you.
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't know. I guess I'll just have my water bottle and like my phone.
Maybe a squash racket as well.
Well, yeah, maybe yeah. I'll have a squash racket. I can do some damage with a squash racket, but I think definitely one chicken is easier than 100 chicken-sized humans. Yeah.
Yeah, and the final one for now is you have to, once in your life, fight a gorilla with a sword.
Oh, okay.
Or every time you get in your car, you have to fight fight a chicken. So,
So every time I go into a car, I need to fight chicken.
yeah. Or just once, yes.
Once a gorilla. Well, how much am I fighting this chicken? Is it just to like get it out of the car?
Yeah,
Oh,
just get it out of the way.
okay. I think I'd fight the chicken. I don't really want to kill a gorilla with a sword. It's pretty. That would be a bit gruesome. I think a chicken, like I could just balk at it. It'd go away.
Yeah, I think you've got to factor in as well, like, you will be just on the street and you've got to sort of fight off said animal. But so maybe some people think you're weird, but you'll be fine. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Brooke, we're about to get cut off shortly, but we'll keep the discourse going until we do. But how have you enjoyed your time commentating here, and how have you enjoyed your overall time at this tournament?
I've actually really enjoyed the commentating. That was a lot of fun. Wish I had the chance to maybe do it earlier. So if I come back next year, I'll definitely see if I can commentate some more. It's definitely fun commentating with someone else. At first, before you came here, I was by myself and I was just practicing, and it was quite boring actually by myself because I was just talking to myself. And then the tournament, I mean, I love this tournament. I came last year, I came this year, and hopefully I'll be able to come back next year to play this tournament. What about you? How'd you find commentating and this tournament overall?
Yeah, just to start off, commentating has been a lot of fun. I kind of vaguely suggested I might commentate yesterday, but I didn't know I was a shoe in. So when I rocked up here with my coffee and was told the match was starting in 2 minutes, I was caught off guard.
I also texted you. I was like, where are you? Like, are you coming to commentate with me?
Yeah, so I don't really use my phone. So no, actually, I saw the message once I got here as well. So, but yeah, and the tournament's just been fantastic. As we've said before, the setup's been phenomenal. John goes above and beyond, and he's about to kick off here, I think. So I'll shut up and let the other John take over.
Okay, and thank you everyone for attending today's final matches. We'll ask the men to come on first. Our winner Nasar Iqbal from Pakistan, please come forward. And the runner-up, Matthew Lay from Hong Kong, China, please come up. Thank you, gentlemen, and thank you, gentlemen. I want to have a quick chat with both of you. Nazar, you've been ranked 35 in the world. You're back on tour now. You've had amazing success, 4 tournaments in a row. What is your ambition for your world ranking?
First of all, thank you so much. There was a really amazing tournament for me. And my opponent, I thought that the match will be good like a 5-setter, but I'm lucky today. And thank you so much, everyone. Like in 2016, I was like in top 30 in the world, but there's a few tragedy in my career. And then I stopped playing for 5 years, and then I start again. So I hope after these few tournaments, I will come again in the top 100, and they are looking forward to become in top 30 again. So let's see what happens.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much. Now, Matthew, you've been here before. You've been on our dead courts before. You played here. Last time there was a fairly big contingent from Hong Kong, China. You had Coach Roger Chan with you. This time there's only a couple from Hong Kong, China, or 3 with Janice as well. How did you find the tournament develop for you now? By a smaller group, different ambitions. How did it pan out for you? Is what you expected?
Well, I didn't expect this difficult question. I think this tournament is good for me to get some points because it's during the off season. So and good to pay a lot of players from many different countries. Like I can pay former 30 something. This I didn't expect. Yeah. So I learned a lot from him. Yeah. So I hope I can come next time. Yeah.
Yeah, very true, because we've saw attacking shots from Nazir that we don't normally see at this level at 12K, okay? So I thought you were hitting some good shots and they were being cut off, and I didn't expect to see that. So it was outstanding. Yeah, you're pretty quick. So, and we didn't see the best from your countryman either, Norzaman, so we're going to invite him back for next year. Yeah. Now, Matthew, what's your program? Because this is the off-season, yeah? So what's your program for the next 6 months?
My program. I'm planning to go to UK in the next 6 months. So to see any chance to get to big improve, yeah, for my Scotch career, and see can I push my ranking get higher, reach to maybe top 15. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, with us we have our tournament referee and also a tournament referee, Russell Weatherburn. And also to referees Ben Miller and John Small. John, you're also the president of New South Wales Squash. Would you mind stepping forward and giving these gentlemen their prizes? Thank you. No, wrong one. These two. Yep. That one. Yeah. The runner-up. Volkswagen boxes. Thank you, John. So now I'd invite both the women to come and join us. Sophie Fidelli of Australia, Chen Na Ching from Hong Kong, China. Come over here, guys, on this side. Now, I'll start with you, Sophie. We've heard of an underdog before, but I think you personified that beautifully. How many PSA finals have you played in?
Like none.
Well, after today, one. Okay. So what was your expectation coming into the tournament?
I didn't really have that much expectation, just to play as well as I could. I don't know. Saw that maybe I could do well in the draw, but usually when I think that, I probably lose in the first round. So I was really happy to make the final, and yeah, no expectations.
Okay, you were here last year. How did it go last year? When did you exit the tournament?
I lost to Sarah in the round of 16 last year.
So a significant improvement. And this will kick you along with a bunch of points in your ranking. So tell us, you're born in Western Australia, great state. And now you're in Cairns, Gold Coast? No? Oh, sorry, you moved to England. When did that happen?
I moved to Birmingham in December, so I've been there since December. But I was on the Gold Coast before that, training there. So.
Okay. So what can we expect from Sophie Fidelli over the next 6 to 12 months?
Have to wait and see, but hopefully another final would be nice. But yeah, I don't know, just hoping to improve my level every tournament. So yeah, just get better.
So you won the third game, yeah? Remember the scoreline?
In the third game, 11-9.
Okay. The commentator, Brooke, predicted 12-10 to you that you'd win that third game, but you would go down 3-1. So you can thank her for the third game and disagree with the match result. So well done, Brooke. Now, moving on to our number one seed. And all week I've been talking to young Ching Na Ching, saying to her, oh, you're the number one seed. I've been trying to put as much pressure on her as possible. She also has been here before with a very big contingent from Hong Kong, China. Ching, how did this week go? Because you come in as clear favourite. It's difficult to play when you're number one seed. How did it go for you?
First of all, I'm so thankful to have this amazing tournament. This is a very good chance for me, especially this is a 12K. I mean, in this week, I've got many pressure because I'm the first seed, and I just tell myself to calm down and just play how I train normally, and I'm so happy that I won the title.
Yeah. We were hoping for a few more nerves, yeah? A little bit more 10. And it was quite sensational because I think, Sophie, did you really get a point on a reverse post? Yeah. And then we thought it's fantastic because that's one of our favourite shots here in the Bega Valley. And in actual fact, we like to give people 2 points if they win on a rally on a reverse post. That's quite exceptional. You're obviously highly talented. People were whooping up in the commentating box. Now, we also have 2 commentators. Could I ask them both to come on stage? Because I think the world's been listening to them, but we haven't seen them. So John Meehan from Scotland and Brooke from Japan. Thank you very much. I just want to say thank you, and thank you, Brooke. You've already got your own mic. Guys, you're both professional squash players, but now you're commentators as well. So how did it go today commentating? What was the experience like?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Great experience. I was rushed in 1 minute before the match started, so I quickly pulled up the PSA site and tried to get some statistics on you guys. I watched Nasir play in Tasmania, so I knew a little bit more about him. I knew he was a top player, so I knew a little bit more about you. But yeah, and then I think we sort of winged it a bit, but I think we got more comfortable as it went on, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree. It was a lot of fun commentating, and I think we were just analyzing the game on the fly, and then also, saying some jokes here and there, and also just talking about, I guess, our own experience here at the tournament, how much fun we were having here, and how well it's organized and everything. And yeah, so I think I don't know. I do like to talk, so
Yep.
it is.
You're a natural.
Yeah, it's a
Absolute
natural. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a professional yapper, so I think
Fantastic.
it worked quite well.
No, it was
but, yeah.
outstanding. This year we did commentating in English, but we also did it in Swiss German. We also did it in Cantonese. So obviously you guys are all here, not aware of it, but on the stream, people in Hong Kong would be watching Chen Na-Ching's match yesterday with Melanie Lyon, and it was all in Cantonese, and we're really proud of that. Now, quickly, before we conclude, I need to say some thank yous. I need to thank the Club Bega for providing the facility, their director and also the president of the Bega Squash Club, Adam Twyford, for the support in allowing us to put the tournament on. This is a PSA event. It's actually 2 with the Open and the Satellite. Maggie is the person we work with at PSA, so thank you very much. We've got our streaming team, which is Rob Simic, who's done a rather incredible job putting all this together with Charlie Perry. Thank you so much to both of you. So we also have our camera operators. Cleo did some work. Harley Haddon is doing very well right now. Hello, Harley. So on the satellite and the graded tournament, Max DeLeona was the director of that. So thank you, Max. Our general manager of logistics and transport was Ash Hackshaw James, who completed over 2,000 kilometres in 1 week, ferrying people backwards and forward from the cabins. So that was outstanding. We should also thank our major sponsor, Volkswagen. They're represented here today by their local dealer principal, Gudrun Stilianu. Thank you for the money, Gudrun. So, and that's pretty much for the thank yous. Next year, I've forgotten someone, but that's okay. Always got to upset at least one person. So what we're looking for next year is how we're going to build it up, how we're going to change it and improve it. We'll try to get a lot of the same players back. Now, the only finalist that wasn't here before was Nazir, but all the others have been here before. It's great to see the same faces. We're currently running 12Ks. Next year we'll look at two 15s, or we will look at a split between a lower graded tournament like a 6K and then supplemented by a 20K, and then we'll be able to alternate it. Why? Because the biggest game in town is the Olympics. It's coming in 2028, and we want to play a part in the development of local players in Australia and regional players from all of Asia. So, anyone listening, thank you very much. That concludes the presentations today. Sorry? Oh, hang on. The ladies don't have their trophies. I forgot someone. John Small, please. Trophies.
Waiting to be called.
Sorry. Please. And from our local Bega Foods.
We cannot let people come to Bega without a little bit of cheese, without going home with a little bit of cheese and a little bit of Bega peanut butter. Great Bega product. I hope no one... No. Okay. He likes it crunchy.
Towels?
Everyone needs a gym towel.
Everyone needs a gym towel. And they pack nice and small. And they're actually tagged Australian Open from the tennis. All right. Thank you, Gudrun. Yeah, okay. We'll cut that. Thank you. And that concludes today's presentation. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you. And goodbye. And see you next year.
जावेद भाई जावेद भाई
So we take photos. Yep. Hey, all of it's coming there, and then we'll do standing. All right. Could have gotten the. They might have a massive Sorry. Yeah, so we figure something out. Do you guys do any like hits during the week? Like, is there
You guys look like champions.
and then we'll do the wheels and then run to the side. we're using the Tom. Tom coaches the stuff. The Tom coaches you. Tom coaches the Tom coaches. You do your private and then we come on.
Well, you guys can come here.
Because then that means Tom.
Nick's there, Nick will join.
Yeah, because that means Tom's
Aaron, I asked about Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron was good to join.
That means that means Tom's definitely there as well.
Tom will be there.
So that's like 5 people, which is good.
Yeah, and then there's
Oh, we can get there.
Former men's winner, Victor Broom.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I mean, thank God he's not playing. He's actually good, but like,
Yeah.
is he really just really solid though? Yeah, and it has this boat that he floats around and then it goes but it's so slow.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're going to be following you. Follow you. We're going to expect. We're expecting big things. So good luck. Good luck. Hey guys, this is fantastic. Conference shit. I reckon it'd be very good. You expect to lose because Nazir's been top third. Was it a really good experience? Yesterday, a lot of people were saying, hey, you can maybe break it down and get a keep it tight, but yeah. You would be good. You just need to play if you played it tomorrow, it'd be good for you. It would. You would. And after him, you've got to go to play. You have a desire to and you're exactly the same. Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, good on you, Harry. Catch you around at some point. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, I may have.
Why did you give it to me? Yeah, I don't need a rusty. I'm like, you are. We'll have the cheese Sorry, that was really funny.
Yeah, like I'm on exchange with uni, so I'm studying the. Yeah, University of London. Yeah.
How weird is that?
Yeah, John Tate. Yeah. How come you want to go to Birmingham? Yeah.
Thanks about coming up to
Yeah, he's in Birmingham. Yeah, somewhere.
10 minutes
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you got that before I destination. I'd say I'll jump at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell John.
Hey Ash, you want to just undo a bit of tape on the table there?
Most players just live in a share house, so not many people have like a spare room that I know of.
Please.
I don't think I know anyone that has a spare room. Yeah.
Can you call them down?
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good contact. Yeah. Cool. It'd be nice if you come over. It'd be cool. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks for the final. Well played. Yeah. I'll see you in some point, I'm sure.
Because there is a few people here that I know Ben plays at MCC, but he also trains at RACV, Auburn, Army. His whole week. So much he had someone like give us some advice. All right. It's good. I'm glad you
Alright, John,
it's good fun. All right. All right, Fred. You take it. He's number one.
It wasn't even 20 minutes.
Australian now?
It wasn't even 20 minutes. So,
Hey, John.
I just can't really hit a ball yet, though.
It used to be next year.
I'm just wanting to,
He's gonna.
as soon as I get back, I'm going to have my physio.
You're gonna get there, yeah.
Just, the risk gets better.
Get early,
Where's all
get
your
early,
stuff
more
ready?
preparation. Yeah. No jet lag. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you. All right, boys.
Is that right?
Yeah, I will.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, we'll get you.
Good luck.
Thank you so
All
much.
good.
Compact Bob.
You'll be glad when we get it done.
We just might, I'm going to go to Roll. Thank you.
Yeah.
John,
Your mic's on.
probably.
Your mic's still on. 20-second delay.
It's actually a balance of property.
You want John to keep his mic on?
A given, it's not an actual given.
And I've got to read that email I sent you really to digest.
I was going to say, can you forward that?
John, turn it on. John, just turn it on.
I just want to see what she's up to.
It is on.
Yeah, it should be fine. He wants to do an interview with you.
So it's okay, do you want to hold it? Or is he supposed to hold it? Oh, right.
If something's come to us the wrong way, we should not have we can't. Then people go, oh,
It's meant to be, but John's
All right, I'll see you.
Rob, we're moving outside for interview.
Alrighty. Sorry. I got a cuddle by you.
Once John's done talking.
I tried to put my arm around the other day and I couldn't reach him inside. He's a good guy. I love him.
Thanks, John.
See you next time.
So now he's like, okay, now we do it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he's got some questions to ask me.
I was like, how are you Canadian and Japanese?
Yeah,
How does
every
that
single
work?
time.
Already?
Living in Malaysia. Good job.
Keen to listen to your commentary.
She predicted the fucking match like to a T.
That's not
She
bad.
was
Yeah.
like 4, so if you win split fourth in by 2 points,
Yeah,
or
that's
third
good.
by 2 points. Yeah.
I would love to. That's been my dream.
Cashew. She's still at the their accommodation tonight. Or is she leaving?
Yeah, no, she's at the accommodation tonight. She leaves tomorrow, like, after.
She's going from Canberra?
I don't know where she's flying. No, she said she's flying to Sydney, but she didn't get the morning flight. She got the afternoon.
Oh, in Marimbula.
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 Yeah. My prediction for the men's match wasn't that great, though.
I
Did you say-
predicted Matthew lies.
Yeah.
Didn't go well.
Bro, when you said that, I only said this year before to be nice. I thought it would be.
Really?
I was like,
I
I'm gonna be
don't really
nice.
watch Matthew play that much, so I was just like.
So you were like, oh, he's gonna win. It's a bold statement.
He's really nice, so.
That means nothing. He's always smiling.
He is always smiling.
He was trying to see if I knew what he wanted for him to stay within Birmingham. And I think issues because, like, you feel like it's
your room.
Like, you just live in the room that I'm now in.
Okay, I need it. Oh,
Not
wait.
now, Ian. You were in anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had predicted that it would be Iqbal 3-1. And I thought Matthew might win the first game or the second game. Only the first game ended up being close. Yeah, exactly. Well, and then I feel
Only
like
that
Hong
did
Kong,
definitely not
but I also I find that Hong Kong players tend to have like pretty fast starts.
Well,
So,
which is what he did.
well, yeah, I
He
mean
was
the
up
best.
6-3 and then didn't get another fucking point.
Yeah, yeah. After that, it just.
Bro, he was up 6-3
And then-
and then he got like 3 points. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Exactly.
7 minutes, let's go.
Okay.
All right, let's go outside. Let's go. No. Oh, no. She has a blog. So it's going to be on the blog, her blog.
Oh yeah.
Okay, is that on? Yes, it's on now. How good is that? I'm here with Brooke, Arisa Sano, Herring from Japan, who's raised in Canada and currently is living and training in Malaysia. So, and Brooks does a blog, and she's been there a couple of years, and she also helped us today quite incredibly with the commentating. So we'll have a quick chat with Brooke and say, Brooke, how did you find the commentating today? How did you find that as an experience?
I found it really fun, and I mean, in general, I usually talk quite a bit while like my friends play, and I like just to make comments, and it's not like mean comments or anything. It's just just remarks about like the match, and yeah. So I found it was pretty similar to what I would do normally, but now it's just other people would be listening to me, so I guess it felt pretty natural to be commentating, and I enjoyed it.
Now, you had John Meehan from Scotland helping you. Nothing was prearranged. There was no rehearsal. How did you find, the subject matter? How did you find what to talk about? How did that work?
Well, I mean, I know I'm pretty good at talking about the game, but it actually helped a lot that John would also ask questions outside of what was happening on court too, because I feel like I get quite focused on, when I see a screen, then I just get like focused on whatever is happening on the screen. But yeah, so he like made it a little bit more like in depth about like what we were talking about as well. But yeah, I mean, he asked some pretty interesting questions, and I really appreciate that. And then obviously once he asked them, then I can like ask him back, because those things I wasn't really thinking about like while I was commentating about the match. So it's nice that he was also thinking like outside of just the match too.
Yeah. And another interesting part is that normally you watch squash and you're at the court and you can see it in life size, but you're actually watching it on about 3 or 4 different screens, and they're much smaller. So how did you find your appreciation of the game looking at small screens?
I actually liked it a lot more watching in person. But yeah, I think that's just sports in general. So it was harder to tell like with some of the calls or with shots and like situations that happened on court. It was harder to tell accurately what was happening because it was on a screen instead. It's just 2D instead of being there in person, basically 4D. So like where you're experiencing it yourself. So I did find it quite a bit harder, and it would be nice to eventually get a way where you can also watch the match live, like in person, while also commentating.
So we didn't tell you this, but we could have put you in the crowd with the mics, and you could have watched it live. Okay. The only issue is that you're sitting next to people talking and laughing, and that might be off-putting also for the players. But next year, that's something we're going to try in the first round and see if we can get away with it, and then work on it from there. Now, you're currently residing in Malaysia, in Penang? Yes, Penang, great. And you've been there for 5-6 months. You've had a break?
For almost a year.
Yeah, okay, almost a year.
For 2 months during that year.
Yep.
But yeah, I was there for basically the whole year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And how have you found that versus what you've done in the past?
Well, I've never trained full-time in the past before, so that was something new. But also, because I was in a completely different country, I mean, I had been to Malaysia for 2 weeks previously, just for the World Junior Championships in 2019. But this is obviously different than being there to play a tournament. Also, I was a junior back then too, and so I was just kind of fooling around, whatever. And then, now I was quite serious with the training. But it's been amazing, and I would say like living by myself too, like completely by myself in a new country. I feel like it's kind of toughened me up a bit too. Yeah, and I don't know. I think it is just a very valuable experience to have.
So you speak how many languages?
I speak 3.
And
well,
but it's not, you don't speak Malaysian?
No, I don't.
No.
Speak
So 3 languages, and you don't speak Malay, and you're living in Malaysia. So how do you find just the language and the written word and that difficulty?
Well, actually, luckily, Malaysia, one of their official languages is English. So their official languages are Malay and English, and that helps a lot. That basically everyone can speak English. There are some people who can't, but it's okay. You can get by for the most part just on like the very simple, just simple words. And also the community that I'm in is mostly Chinese and Indian as well. So, you know, the Chinese would usually speak Mandarin or no, not even Mandarin. They usually speak Hakka or Hokkien. Those are the two local languages just because it's like generational Chinese people. So, you know, all the relatives, like everything is just in Malaysia. And then the Indians, most of them speak Tamil. There are a few that speak Hindi and are from, or originally from northern India, but most of them are from southern India. And, you know, when they speak with each other or with the Malays, they speak in English or Malay. So I've been just fine getting by with English, and I actually haven't really tried to learn Malay. I could, but I just haven't.
So tell me, you're based in Malaysia. What can we expect from you? What are your program for next 12 months?
So I'm gonna keep training full time, but I may not be based in Malaysia for the next maybe 5 months. I'm not really sure yet what's happening. I might go to the Philippines and train with one of my past training partners, Loie Wern. She's the head coach of, she's a national coach for Team Philippines. And, you know, we still stay in contact and everything, and she's very nice. And I like what she teaches, which is mostly discipline. And I think, you know, I could just use some more discipline in my squash game. And yeah, but after training with her a little bit, I'll definitely go back to Malaysia. I really want to go back to Penang. I really like Penang. So yeah, that's sort of, I don't really know what's happening, but that's sort of the idea for the next, you know, yeah.
And being in Malaysia, it's an outstanding squash program they've got there. One heading that up. Fantastic players, great base, good juniors coming through. Malaysia's one of the leading countries in the world with the way they develop their players. I could be there sometime in November. So if you're there, we might actually even watch a tournament or two. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll be there in November, but if I am, then I'll obviously meet up with you guys. And then if not, I'll give you all the food recommendations because Malaysian food is amazing. It's so good. Yeah, I highly recommend anyone to just try everything. It's good. Like they just know how to mix the flavors together perfectly.
Now, thank you, Brooke. You've been with us a couple of years. You've been with some of our members of our family in other tournaments up in Brisbane. We've got to know you really well. It's fantastic you've come back a second year. We really would love to see you again. If not, we'll travel to where you are and we'll see you there. So that's all for now. Thank you very much.